Good morning. This is Pastor Lynde with Goodland United Methodist Church. Our devotions for this new year go back to our book titled Breakfast with God. Eat your breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Don't leave home without it. A good breakfast will stay with you the entire day. Have you ever heard anybody tell you those lines? These phrases and others like them have become well known in our culture. And they aren't just mom's advice anymore. You'll hear doctors and scientists spending millions of dollars to discover what moms have known all along. However, even more important than a naturally nutritious breakfast is a spiritual nutritious breakfast. Proverbs 31:15 says, "The virtuous woman rises early to get spiritual food for her household." And David in Psalm 63 said, "O God, you are my God. Early will I seek you." Jesus even once said to his disciples, "I have food to eat of which you do not know. My food is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work." Here he was saying that he was motivated and energized by walking in obedience to the Father and doing his will. His life flowed from the inside out. Does yours? The same must be true for those of us who seek to follow in the footsteps of Jesus. When we spend the first part of our day in the Word of God, prayer, meditation, and praise, and even worship, we acquire an inner strength and energy that adds vitality to our entire day. That's why you're up at 6 o'clock in the morning listening to this devotion. This food for the soul is truly food that the world doesn't know about, that prepares us to do the Lord's work. Regardless of where our day may take us or the situations we may encounter, we have a renewed mind to think the thoughts of God, to feel his heartbeat, and to say and do what Jesus would say and do. So after having breakfast with God, you will be prepared to face whatever the day may bring and end the day with less stress and frustration. God promises that if we seek his kingdom first, everything else will be added to us. So when you look to get up in the morning, when you make your relationship with the Lord your top priority, you're setting yourself up for blessings all the day long. God's blessing. This is Pastor Lynn. Have a good and godly day.